So I'm looking into this whole little Code Violet thing, which if some of you don't know, is a PS5 exclusive dinosaur horror game that is going to be made by I believe Team Kill Media. It has been a while since we had like a dinosaur horror game, and with that, a lot of people are very upset about it, and I'm going to read on why. And I think people can understand why, but also people are going to explain like why this game does not have a PC version. So, developers behind PS5 exclusive dinosaur horror game says no to PC because it doesn't want modders creating vulgar versions of the main character. Oh, excuse me. Now, yeah, sorry, I'm still getting past a little bit of a sore throat, so bear with me, guys. The developer behind a recently revealed PlayStation 5 dinosaur horror game has said it will not release a PC version because it doesn't want modders creating vulgar versions of the main character. Code Violet is a Dino Crisis inspired third-person action horror game developed by Team Kill Media, the studio behind 2023's Quantum Error. You play as Violet Sinclair as she tries to escape from a complex overrun by dinosaurs. The game is due out on PS5 only in July 2025, and in a tweet, Team Kill Media explained the lack of a PC version. For those asking us about a PC version of Code Violet, the reason why we are not bringing it to PC is we don't want anyone modding vulgar versions of the main character as well as the other characters in the game. We hold our voice actresses and actors to high regard, and as well as our artistic vision for the game and story, and reject any form of destroying that with sexual mods. Making a joke of our art and possibly tarnishing the reputation of our voice actresses and actors is not worth the extra money we can make. So let's go into the tweet for that, and which is very interesting right here. So that's a very interesting that. So oh my goodness. So right here goes to the point where it's like, for those asking us about a PC, it's the same wing. So what it's going to tell you is just that they don't want people to go ahead and mod their game and add vulgar versions of it. And to be honest, guys, some people are very upset about it. Some people are like, oh, well, now they are, they must be allergic to money. It's like, no, not at all. A company has the right to tell you not to mod or to be allowed to mod your games. And here's the thing with it. At least they're saying straightforward that they're not going to put a PC version. There's a difference between them allowing a PC version and a PS5 version, and then if you do content on it, like for instance, like if you do YouTube or you stream it, and then putting a DMCA for the use of the mods where you weren't allowed to. Now, that's a big difference. They're telling you, hey, there's not going to be a version of this because guess what? We prefer to have our artistic version in the game and the story, and we rather have like the reputation of the actresses and the actors more important. And they say, hey, it's not worth the extra money because guess what? We'd rather have their reputation good over us having extra money. Just imagine this went the opposite. A lot of people would shit on them for being like, oh, well, you didn't care about the voice actresses. You didn't care about the voice actors. And there was a complaint that the voice actors and actresses were like, hey, you know what? Now they're suing the company, or now they're complaining about the company saying that they don't want any smut made from their video game. A lot of people will be like, oh, well, you should have listened to the actresses or the actors. It goes to a point where it's stuff like this should be at least to a point where this is not even a debate. Like, if they're telling you, hey, you know what? We don't want mods in our games. We don't want people taking these characters, making vulgar and smut versions of this, because guess what? We like the way our vision is. Then, yes, that should be allowed. The fact that people are upset about this and they're like, oh, well, they don't want money out of this. Like, my goodness, guys, like, I don't understand what's the reason you have to use mods. You can use a mod But at one point, if a company says no, don't mod it or DMCA you, they actually have the legal right to do so. So at least they're coming out and saying, hey, you know what? No sexual mods. It's not going to be on PC because this is going to happen. My issue with this specifically is that the fact that, if they were to put a PC out version and they did DMCA, they would still get the negative. And then some of you assholes would have been like, oh, you know what? So they DMCA'd it. Okay, I'm going to get my refund on Steam or on Epic Games. That's another reason. So usually a company will be worried about getting money, and some of you guys will be thinking, it's like, oh, you know what? These companies are only worried about money. These companies are only worried about this. They're worried more about their actors and their actresses and the artists that worked on this. They don't care about the extra money. So to say that, oh, they don't care about money because of where they're actually trying to use their morals over their money, some people can't complain. A lot of people will be upset about that. A lot of people will be very like out of the way and saying like, oh, they're just worried about the money, when this company is actually worried about the people that are working there and the actresses and the actors that actually like it. Imagine being an actor and an actress or a voice actor and you have a specific character there, right? Imagine having that specific character and you're working on, like, let's say if I'm voicing let's say if I'm voicing, Chris Redfield, and then I see the fact that people are now putting Chris Redfield in a thong, aside from the character design that he has. Like, I would feel weird about that. I would feel weird with the fact that, like, yo, you are using a character that I'm voicing right now, in a sense, for your own sexual need. And guess what? I didn't agree to that. I didn't say okay to that. That's something for that. Like, that's why, it's very important that when actual games actually allow you to have these mods, then yeah, you should be allowed to use them. Like, if a game like Elder Scrolls, Fallout, even games like such as, for instance, like, to a point like, Baldur's Gate 3, it allows mods. It allows certain mods that you have. But I understand why this company would not do the PC version because of the mods. And it's not just companies like this. People who done like Marvel Rivals have literally gotten to a point where now they're going against the mods because people do over sexualizing of the characters. So I completely understand about that. But in the comments, let me know what you guys think about it. I stand behind their decision 100% on this. But in the comments, let me know how you feel about it. Definitely subscribe. Definitely turn on your notifications when we get new streams and new videos set out. Definitely join us on our Facebook group, our Discord channel. Make sure to go ahead and check out our merchandise and then support us on Patreon. But this is Nico from the EHG community. Stay tuned for another video. And remember that there's always something amazing on the horizon.